can't believe my eyes, Alexa. Get another COVID-19 booster in the fall, Canada's immunization panel recommends. I'm pinching myself, but Alexa, can I ask you a question? We're living in 2023, right?
Yes. Going to 2024, by the way.
Yeah, we're halfway through the year. Alexa, what do you think is the unspoken strategy here? I got to be careful about how because we are on YouTube. But I'm just wondering, COVID-19, it's in the rearview mirror. We know that because the restrictions have ended in terms of masks, social distancing, borders. You can travel anywhere again. We also know, I won't editorialize, but I'll never forget Dr. Carolyn Bennett's tweet. She's a Toronto Liberal MP, where she said, "I'm sorry to break the news. I've tested COVID positive. I will be isolating. Thank God I got both my shots and my 2 boosters." You know what? I'm not a medical doctor, nor do I play one on TV, Alexa, but shouldn't that be the reason you don't get COVID? It's so confusing. But now we have the need for another COVID-19 booster. Alexa, what's going on?
Yeah, I was actually reading the French article that was published in Quebec, and I was like, why? Why do we have that? Anyway, they were giving the same for 3 years, same if like everything was changing with with the mutation and everything. And it seems that this one is different. It seems that this one is actually appropriated for variant. So this one should be better. And the same say that if you didn't have one, you should have 2. Like, to keep updated, like you need to get if you never got one, you should have 2 doses on the road. So, and they also give some advice for the children 6 months to 5 years. Like there is some recommendation, particular recommendation for these level of age. And after that, they say, but if you are 6 years old and more, you should have 2 doses if you didn't receive at least 1. And for me, it's just I don't heard anybody being sick anymore.
Yeah.
And what is the point of that? So okay, but no, it doesn't make sense at all.
It doesn't. And unless there's some, so-called new variant on the way, and by the way, when the original COVID-19 hysteria was dying down, remember how for a few months we had public health officials, running around like Chicken Little about monkeypox? What happened to monkeypox?
Oh, just disappear in the nature. No, it's probably still there, but nobody's talking about it. Like H1N1, it's still there. Nobody's talking about that, but more than 10 years ago, it was the hysteria. Everybody was running everywhere to get that. And now it's still there. It still kill people. And
here's the thing, though. During that hysteria, Alexa, I learned a new phrase, which was the men having sex with men community. These were the people most susceptible to monkeypox, according to a regional chief medical health authority. I think might have been the one for Peel. I'm not, don't quote me on that, but I thought the men having sex with men community, you mean homosexuals? It's why we reinvent or are suddenly heterosexuals going, you know what? I think I'm going to go gay today, but maybe not. That monkeypox is lurking there. But so I guess at the end of the day, my question to you, Alexa, are you going to take the advice of our health bureaucrats and get that shot?
No. I probably get like my recommendation in my pocket. Yeah, it would be better.
There you go. And for me, I mean, last week I filled in for Ezra Levent. If you want to, if you're a premium subscriber, folks, and you want to see that monologue, it was all about how I was a 1962 baby. There was something experimental back then, too, called thalidomide to treat morning sickness amongst pregnant women. It led to the most horrific deformities. More than 10,000 babies around the world born without legs, flippers for arms, blind, deaf, in a vegetative state. That was the first tragedy. The second tragedy, and this is going to happen with the lawsuits that are emerging, Alexa, over the COVID-19 vaccine, was how the drug companies fought tooth and nail to absolve themselves of all blame, even though this was something that was rushed through, even though they were ignoring the advice of their own doctors that the tests were insufficient. And I guess the bottom line, Alexa, and I think I speak for many people of my generation, and by the way, I was so lucky. My mother, terrible morning sickness, got the prescription, had it on her night table, never once opened that little plastic bottle. It was akin to a hand grenade right next to her bed. It was the greatest gift she ever gave to me, not taking one of those tablets. But the bottom line, I think, is that for people of my generation, the idea of something that is experimental being put into our bodies, that's no sale.
Mm-hmm. And I wish and I hope in the future, truth comes out and people learn from history. But it seems that everybody's like forgetting history anyway. Like it keep happening, like some story like that, like with thalidomide and with other like stuff that happened, and people keep forgetting about it, and I don't know why.
You know what I think is worse than forgetting about it, Alexa? It's those people that I see, and I still see them every time I drive in the GTA. Not a day goes by. And as you said, we're more than halfway past 2023 as we head into 2024. And I see young, presumably healthy people cycling, walking in their car alone, and they're still masked up. I mean, do you see that in Quebec, or is this like a Greater Toronto area thing?
No. We have some like...
See, to me, Alexa, at this point, that's a political statement. That's somebody, this is nothing about a pandemic anymore. This is somebody giving all of us a message. I love big government. I love big lockdowns. I love being told what to do by the authorities. And that is my symbol. You know, much like a Sikh gentleman wears a turban to convey his faith, a Christian wears a cross, perhaps, you know, a Muslim lady wears a hijab. It is a visual symbol that this is where I stand. I truly believe that, Alexa.
But there is like some people in the society that have a mental disorder that are afraid to everything, germ, bacteria, every single like disease. And usually you treat them saying like, it's a nonsense. You're actually thinking too much. You scare is not proven. Like you build your fear. Like usually we treat these people, but during the pandemic we give them the credit that they were right to be scared as that, and now they think that they are normal, and so like most of them are not going to see psychologists anymore. They don't get treated anymore. They think that they actually are right to think like that and to be like that, and this is like the scary thing.
Yeah, they've been indoctrinated, you know, Alexa. I would argue that in 2023, you're still wearing a face diaper. Don't go see your family doctor. Book a psychiatrist. Get down on that couch and try to reclaim your sanity, because that is the definition of insane. Or, like I said, you are so politically indoctrinated, you still want to fly those colors, you know, as we head into 2024. I wonder, you know what, we should have a pool, Alexa. we should pick a year when we will see a full month go by without any of us seeing some person wearing one of these face diapers. So what is it, 2025, 2028? Do I hear 2030? I mean, it's like, where does this finally go?
You give me more.
I think talk about the lunatic fringe, right? There's your real fringe, folks.